Hello, divine creators. Welcome to the Mela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a collective weekly reading for the 26th of June to the 2nd July 2023. Beautiful beings, happy solar return to all of you who are celebrating your solar return today, the 26th, and of course the rest of the week. Thank you so much for coming through at this time. Thank you for manifesting in this physical form, for the discovery of source within this physical form, within the human collective. Thank you for coming down to assist us to ascend and awaken the human frequencies to higher frequencies and higher energies of love. You are seen, you are celebrated, you are wanted, you are loved, you are adored, your desires and your dreams are destined, and we celebrate you this week. And we trust you are surrounded by loved ones, by beautiful energies, abundance and good fortune. And of course, for each and every single one of you beautiful beings, have a beautiful, magnificent, blessed week. And may your beautiful dreams align for you and beautiful energies come through for you at this time. Okay, divine creators, let us see what's coming through the week of the 26th of June to the 2nd of July 2023. We trust you are all well at this time. Lots of energies happening, lots of changes. Please look at our winter-summer reading, the divine tea, the earlier readings that we have uploaded for a bit of an understanding of the powerful shifts happening in the months of June, July, and August. Okay, let us see. Cleanse. Okay. Powerful energies. This week there is a cleansing, and this cleansing is to release you of all past energies, all past experiences, all past tethers, all past memories, all past blocks, anything that happened in the past that is denying you your fullness, that is holding you back, that is causing any disruption within you claiming your power and your existence, is being released. An example of this in our personal life is we had a beautiful aroma alchemy session with this powerful alchemist who works beautifully with the limbic system and all other senses, especially within aromas and scents. And when we were with her within their session, we were able to see past energies, past memories from our childhood and our teenage years, where when we shone the truth, for our frequency really operates within truth and clarity, and it's not for deception, and it's not to ill-treat anyone, it's simply we operate within truth. So should a truth be needed, should a truth of thought and action, of experience be needed, we bring it forth. And there were moments when we had not yet learned and understood that we need to be aware of when it's a healing, truth-telling time and when it is best to keep it to self. We were not yet conscious of our ability, so we were not aware of our ability to read energy and truth so clearly, and what it would mean for those around us to have such an energy of truth when they were trying to live in illusion. And whenever we brought truth and clarity, all it triggered was anger and rage. Disapproval, but mostly manifest in anger and rage. And this was within adults, within teachers, especially some teachers in our schooling and some adults. And again, it wasn't anything, it wasn't us trying to poke at the teacher or anything. It was simply an observation to assist them, or just an observation of what they said and bringing it back to clarity. But of course, being called out like that, we understand now, causes embarrassment. And in that time, in the schooling when we were growing up, of course, children weren't really given, I suppose, the rights or the acknowledgement they're given now. So one would not speak, it was very strict ruling. So rage and anger was the response. And we realized now that even now there are segments and elements of our sacral chakra, for that's our higher self. So that truth that we speak is of our sacral, it's our divine feminine, it's our passion, it's our creativity, it's born of that truth. And we had almost suppressed it, for when we were open fully in that truth, we were rejected with thunderous rage and anger, which we had never expected. For us, when we were sharing, it was only love. It was not at all the intention to harm or hurt. And so just this period, we have been guided to these cleansing energies where we are releasing those past experiences now from the power we gave them to suppress our sacral and suppress our truth and suppress our divinity. So it will take the shape however it will take in you. Others of you might be inspired to do some healing, some meditation. Others of you might just be a simple memory coming back and you remembering the response, remembering the trigger, and then consciously releasing. Some of you, it might be past people coming back into your life, causing some triggers and you releasing. Some of you, it might not even be any past or anything. It's simply just an energetic cleanse you'll be feeling. You're all having different shifts. You're all accessing light codes and information in different ways. The basis is simply that anything that you had experienced that you perhaps unconsciously, especially unconsciously here, given power to. For us, we were unconscious that we had given those angry responses, those angry people, power, and suppressed who we were in order to please. Until recently we're like, oh, no wonder that memory keeps coming back and source keeps pointing here, but we weren't aware until the session gave us the aromas and the sense, literally vibrationally gave us a different perspective, and we were able to see that memory, feel that memory, I suppose smell that memory in a different way and integrate the information differently. So subconsciously unaware of where you have suppressed your power, where you hold yourself back. For consciously, much of the work is done, if not all of the work is done. Consciously, you have really released, and we're doing everything we can, right? All of us on this beautiful journey to release in order to shift to this new frequency, to honor our existence. So this is really based in the subconsciousness. Because of that beautiful Cancerian energy we're in now, where from the water to the earth, from the sacral to the earth, right? From the divine feminine, your highest self, into the physical reality. So anything that's not allowing you to immerse yourself deeply within the waters of the sacral chakra, within the truth of you with all this blue, is being released in order for you to be whole again. The shadow and the light, one again, within the fullness of you. Nothing suppressed, nothing hidden, all fully whole and awake and balanced in order for you to be the fullness of you at all times. We also feel the full moon in Capricorn on the 3rd, on Monday the 3rd, really, of July, that is, really coming in. We saw the moon here, and we look with feeling that Piscean energy again, shadow, light, the moon energy, Cancerian energy, also shadow, light, the water to the physical, the wholeness, Sagittarian energy also here, the wholeness of you, that full moon. It's time for manifestations born of the fullness of you, of the mirror of you, but you need to be in your truth. You need to be aware of where you suppress yourself from sitting fully within the shadow, within the waters of your sacral, within your highest frequency. so that you can receive your highest frequency in the physical, in the masculine, in the light. So wherever you might still be holding back, especially subconsciously, this is areas in which you were not aware that you were doing, areas where you even hadn't imagined were actually impacting you at all in any way. You are now finally seeing, or you are coming to an understanding. Your perception is coming, is changing around the matter, and you are now cleansing and releasing. And of course, remember, others of you, if you're saying nothing is really happening, everything's going well, you are cleansing in a different way. It means for you, it's not something that needs to come to a conscious understanding for release. It's simply being released, and as you then create in your physical, you will come to the understanding of it. Because remember, we are here to heal in a diverse, unique, multi-dimensional way. We are not here to heal on the same path in the same way. So it's almost the same, the same frequency healing, but that same frequency is also source. It's infinite. And each of us are taking a different version of healing, and we're all healing on the different paths that align to us so that we can heal, all of us, organically in our fullness. Okay, so you don't have to compare other people's healing to yours. Your partner might be having quite a chilled week while you are completely scattered and everywhere. And that's exactly how it's meant to be. Embrace and allow. And those having a chilled week, don't think you're missing out on something because other people are having these shifts. And those of you having these shifts, don't think, oh, how lucky are those who are just chilled, not having, embrace whatever you're going through. Be happy and celebrate that you are going through your process in the way that you are going through it, because it means you are honoring your unique transformation process. We're not meant to be the same. We're not meant to have the same. It might be similar to other people, but it'll still be infinitely different. Okay, let us see the tarot. Yes, also this one. And look, Two of Coins, yes. That balancing, that dropping of energies that no longer serve you in order for you to come into the harmony, in order for you to be whole, completely whole, so that here we are, you have a full, whole pentacle in the shadow, thus it's now reflected full and whole within the light. And anything that prevents you from being this beautiful wholeness is falling away. And we see some beautiful, buzzing, busy bees here, a beautiful omen of blessings and good things and good fortune to come, a busyness, a fruitfulness. And it's time for that sweet nectar to come through. And anything that's denying you the sweet nectar of you is being released. That beautiful energy of you is being released. Anything that denies your purpose, that denies you really claiming your highest frequency, your highest power, is being released from you. And again, it could be literal family, it could be literal friends, it could be a physical relationship release, mental release, emotional release, spiritual release. It's all really it could be a complete mixture of all. We have been having a mixture of all. It's been quite the few weeks. So I'm quite sure you are all experiencing your own very unique clearing and cleansing process, and this week it's culminating. It seems it's coming quite concentrated, that full moon adding some extra energy. And here again we feel that energy of unseen, really unconscious things that are keeping you restricted, keeping you trapped, that you're not aware of, coming to the light, coming to conscious understanding, coming to your known. Okay, and remember, the physical is now taking on the space of the unknown. The physical is becoming limitless again. Ooh, this is in the shadow. We trust you can see it. We have to use, we'll just shift it here for now, just for the lighting, beautiful beings. We are recording this at night, so the overhead light casts a shadow with the main light we're using. Okay, so we were saying, yes, so we are right now transmuting and we are healing the known light, the fixed physical realm, into the unknown light, into the fluid, limitless light, the limitless physical realm, right? So where things were fixed and you couldn't see. Now it's becoming fluid. That is why now you can see where you were holding yourself back, where you had not seen before, where you had not understood before, where you didn't understand where you were holding yourself back, and why you were restricted, why you were not feeling completely maybe passionate, excited about life, fully yourself, engaging, where were you holding yourself back, feeling restricted, tied up, and not understanding because you've done everything and you are aware of everything. You're doing your best to keep ahead of your you're keeping up to date with your meditations. You're really doing the work. So it's sort of like, but I don't understand where I still feel I can't really express myself, or why I still feel things are a bit off. You can't really see it. And Source is saying this week it's coming into illumination, because now those areas have shifted and the information of that experience, of that situation, of that interaction is now also becoming formless, not fixed in a set way of memory or a set way of you remembering that scene or that situation or that experience. It's now taking more texture, and you're really able to understand the true meaning or the true way it affected you, or the true way in which it keeps you, or you have given it power. Because remember, nothing can really keep you or hold you back. You give the power to. So how you gave that situation power, how you gave that person power, how you gave that experience power, that memory power, that whatever it is, that co-creative manifestation power to hold you back, to keep you from what you are wanting. So that's coming into illumination, clarity, and understanding. We'll put this one here. Okay, we're going to make a bit of a pattern today with the cards. Why not? Okay. 10 of Wands, because it's time for you to leave this burden, because these are not your burdens, okay? It's not your burden. Just as when we were young in that classroom setting and we were expressing a truth which we thought was helpful and received. And when we say anger, we mean crazy anger. This teacher was swearing and erupted and exploded, and we had no idea what we did. We can't even remember. We remember the shock of it. That's what we remember, the shock of the response, because it wasn't what we expected, because what we were saying wasn't to trigger that shock. It was to assist. So it was very odd for that shock and that anger to come through. It was very shocking for us. And we understand, but that wasn't our thing, it was their thing. They were embarrassed by the information we were sharing. They openly shared something with the class. We remembered it. We brought it back in order for them to maybe clear or reflect. We don't even remember really why and what it was. It's interesting. But the reaction that came out of it was very unexpected, and we took on their reaction and we locked ourselves. So it is the releasing of those burdens, those wands, releasing the anger back to that person, releasing the situation, releasing whatever that is back. You're no longer taking on their burdens, no longer taking on their things, no longer taking on their energy, no longer taking on their stuff and making it your own, their imprisonment, their mindset, their not understanding, their limited understanding, their deception, whatever it is they might have been living in, or whatever it is that experience was, which had nothing to do with you, but it was truly just the reflection of the other person or the situation or whatever it was. You're finally releasing it from holding you back. You're releasing the lesson, the experiencing you gain from that space from being a burden upon you. You are releasing it back to the person, back to the situation, back to the experience, back to the energy, back to the universe for healing and transmutation. You are releasing yourself of the burden of others. And we're really enjoying the portal energies these cards are bringing, right? The 2 pentacles and the 2 bees creating that gateway. Again, Lionsgate coming through again very strongly. The Lionsgate energies are very powerful at this time. For those of you interested, we do Lionsgate portal readings. Source asked us to bring this through. We thought it was a bit early, but maybe because some of the integrations are coming in now. We do have availability on the actual Lionsgate, the 8th, even though we think there are only 2 slots available on that date. And of course, Lionsgate, we can't remember when it closes. It opens on the 8th. I think it closes about a week, in about a week or so. So we will give you the exact dates, but from the time it's open to when it closes, we are offering light code activation, portal activation. So book through a soul session where we connect you to source, and whatever light codes are available through the Lionsgate portal, we just bring it through. All of you organically and naturally will integrate these energies, of course. It's not essential for you to do this, but we know that some of you have enjoyed being able to connect in a deeper way, and in a way where it's almost focused. We really focus the energies and we bring it through in a we can't really describe it. Those of you who have done activations with us will understand how we work. So just that came through, just in case some of you might want to actually book it on the 8th, on the actual opening of the gate. There are 2 slots available, just so that you all know. Okay, so here you see the 2 fish there, then the 2 turtles here. This shifting of energies, okay, this portal, you going through this portal, leaving everything behind and going through in a way which honors you, which completely aligns with your highest frequency, because you're releasing the burdens and keep completely coming through in a way which you love. And we actually love how the cards are going to make a triangle, which is the water energy, the sacral chakra, coming through quite strongly through this reading. Okay, the Hierophant coming through, 2nd house energies, Taurus energies, yes indeed. And this is you now, finally. Oh, we look at this key. We haven't seen this card. This is the new deck, so we haven't actually seen the imagery on this card. But look again, the 2 flowers, portal frequencies coming through again. But the keys, you're receiving the keys to unlocking your full potential, and that is you sitting in your highest frequency, sitting in the sacral. So here we see it mirrors the 8 of Swords. So wherever you were restricting yourself, you're receiving the key, the understanding, the ingredients to unlock the knowledge, the perception, the understanding within the mind, within the heart, within the divine frequencies of consciousness, and within the divine frequencies of emotional body. So a great expansion to your mental body, a great expansion to your heart chakra, where you're finally coming to a beautiful understanding, a healing of what experiences, what transpired, of how you hold yourself back, of how perhaps you still restrict yourself, and receiving the keys, receiving the codes to unlock it this week in order for you to really set yourself free and to sit within your highest frequency, to sit within the highest energy of you. Sources also give really highlighting the spine of the book here, looking like a DNA sequence, yes. Unlocking the keys to activate your DNA, your crystalline DNA, so that you are seated within your highest crystalline matrix, and in that space you are creating a physical realm that is honoring your highest frequency, that is truly the divine creator creating through you, you really awakening within the highest keys, the highest codes of your creative frequency. So a very powerful energy this week, where you are really receiving, and we did feel it through our session, through this aroma alchemy, we really did feel huge activations and the shift, like this sequencing of energies, and we could feel a great unlocking, and it was happening organically, of course, but then of course we got gifted this beautiful session, a beautiful blessing from this being, and we just received this great unlocking. And of course, for all of us, it will happen in different ways. Okay, some of you will maybe seek out some healing sessions, others of you, it'll simply happen organically in your astral while you're dreaming. However you feel inspired, you will all be inspired and you'll all be directed as to how to do this. Some of you, it might be through an actual conversation you're having with someone, and they're now all of a sudden sharing a truth, and that truth unlocks something and opens up a perspective and shifts your whole understanding on a situation and sets you free. So there's so many ways in which this cleansing is happening this week. But no, it's to really assist you to be in that Hierophant energy where you are now spirit source, and thus from source you're creating in the physical. You are finally really claiming your power, the flower energy becoming your full bloom, your full manifestation, no longer being hindered in your growing path. You're a seed and now you're sprouting and you're growing, and something was almost stopping you from going into the blooming stage, and now finally you're receiving the key codes to bud and to open up and to now experience the full blossom, the full bloom, the full fragrance of you. Okay, and the star. Viatures talavecri qui azates tavem. Kivek kivatur talovitries katiris. Okay, could you all please close your eyes and simply allow yourselves to receive. Deep breath in. Vitries katuros talovem viki triaskatis. Deep breath out. Vilitas vitros kiavaturos talavitries. Deep breath in. Kivek katuros kavatur kiloves kizoturos talovi miakiates. Deep breath out. Varos kiatu kiatalavetries kazatur kolovem miavotos katries. Deep breath in. Volvatas kitries zotries zivies kivies davies. Deep breath out. Vitries vatas kizoturos talova kiries kikutos kataries. Keep breathing. Vilovetries talovam viakiatos talavis. Viazotries kizatas kiazutries talovis. Valovemia kiatus zazaturos kalatares. Kivolovatas kilovokalatires katuros. May you see the truth of all things now. May all that you receive be revealed. May all that you are within be revealed. That all that you are without, in the light, in the sun, in the living, in the frequency of physical manifestation, be revealed, be seen, be manifest. It is time that you create within the truth of you. The star being frequency awakens Vataris within you, that you may be the star you are, shining brightly now, and nothing holds you back, nothing restricts you, nothing holds you back. Iatares talova kiriaturos tavem vakias tavis. Okay. You may open your eyes when you're all ready and just have a look at the card and reflect upon it. And receive any other information you're receiving from this. We enjoy that already. We see this bottle open and this smoky essence, literally a visual representation of the healing that we went through just hours ago. And we are so happy that it's awakening a healing for you all now as well in this healing, in this reading. Okay, so yes, the star alchemy, the star frequency, here you are, your authentic frequency, coming to the truth of you, your clarity, authenticity, the authentic realm, the truth realm, where you are shining within the frequency of you completely. You are the alchemist, creating in your truth, in your clarity, where everything that you are, look at the power, look at the electricity coursing through your hands, through your veins, through your energies, through your frequencies. Look at the beautiful powers that you are coming through, awakening to as you understand your truth. And here it mirroring the Two of Pentacles, you see, dropping everything that's denying you from coming to the fullness of you, from being the star. And what is a star? Allowing all that you are, embracing all that you are, sitting deeply within the divine feminine, within the shadow, within all that you are, thus allowing all that you are to be in the light, in the physical, within the masculine frequencies. Beautiful divine beings, a very powerful week indeed awakens for each and every single one of us, where you are sitting deeply within the sacral chakra. We're feeling a huge sacral chakra awakening, a heart chakra awakening, and a crown chakra awakening for a lot of you, where you are really, and a solar plexus for the light, for the physical to be seen in its truth, for you all to really embody the truth of you, and anything which you were not aware of, which was unknown to you, which you were unaware was restricting you, holding you back, the burdens of others you were still carrying, the restrictions of you, how you were holding yourself back because of how you gave others power or situations power. You are really coming into the clarity, the truth of it, for you to release, for there's a great manifestation coming through that full moon in Capricorn. It's time for you to receive that which honors your truth, honors your destiny, honors the divine star you are. And in order for you to do this, to bring in this balance, to bring in this harmony, whatever that was restricting you, you are receiving the knowledge, you're receiving the keys, receiving the codes in order for you to break free and to flow into the truth of you, to the fullness of you, to create within your wholeness, to create within your oneness, to create within your highest destiny. Blessed